Watch a 6 p.m. news round of all the happenings of the day to satisfy your curiosity. Join our versatile, incredible news team Monday to Friday on Kear Radio 95.9 FM. Kear Newsline brings you factual, credible, and balanced information from all parts of Liberia and the continent. Join
A pleasant good morning from Monrovia. This is Kear News Line. My name is Jefferson. Weah anchoring this 6 a.m. edition of our news magazine program. Today is Monday, January 27, 2025. These are the headlines. President Joseph Weah to deliver his second State of the Nation address at 4 p.m. The Liberian leader is expected to highlight the state of the economy, legislative agenda, amongst others, for the ensuing year. Overcrowdedness at Greenville Central Prison leads to chickenpox outbreak as prison authorities advance call to urgently address the health crisis. Economic freedom fighters of Liberia threatens political breakup with ruling Unity Party failure to address critical national issues. Commander-in-Chief Emmanuel Gonkwe accuses the workers' administration of poor leadership and rampant corruption. Away from Liberia, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called on Rwanda to withdraw its forces from the Democratic Republic of Congo's territory and on the M23 rebel group to stop its advance on the eastern city of Goma amid intense fighting. The details of these stories, the news bulletin of foreign developments are our package. We took a short break to be right back. Welcome back. Let's begin with a full bulletin of news. Liberia's President Joseph Weah is expected to deliver his second State of the Nation address to the 55th National Legislature today at 4 p.m. on the grounds of the capital. In his address, the Liberian president is expected to speak on key national issues, including the state of the economy, the president's legislative agenda for the country, amongst others. The president's State of the Nation address is contained in Article of the Constitution of Liberia, which states that the president shall, on the fourth Monday of January every year, present the administration's legislative program for the ensuing session of the legislature and report to the Liberian people through the representatives in joint chambers on the state of the republic. This year's message is tagged Rescue to Development, implementing the arrest agenda. A chickenpox outbreak has struck the Greenville Central Prison, leaving 6 inmates severely affected and raising fears of a potential rapid spread to all 5 cells housing the prison's population. The prison, originally constructed by the United Nations Mission in Liberia, UNMIL, as part of a quick impact project, is located in the heart of Greenville. The prison is designed to accommodate only 25 inmates. The facility currently houses around 65 individuals, more than double its intended capacity. This overcrowding has exacerbated existing sanitation challenges despite repeated calls for intervention by the Division of Rehabilitation under the Ministry of Justice. The situation has reached a critical level, with two of the affected inmates becoming unconscious due to the severity of their condition. They were rushed to the FJ Grant Hospital for urgent medical attention, with the prison superintendent personally covering the expenses. Given the highly contagious nature of chickenpox, authorities fear the virus could quickly infect the entire inmate population, prison staff, and visitors. The risk extends beyond the prison walls, threatening the broader Greenville community if immediate containment measures are not implemented. The commander-in-chief of the Economic Freedom Fighters of Liberia, Emmanuel Gonkwer, has warned the Unity Party-led government to redirect the course of the country or risk losing the political friendship with the EFFL. EFFL Commander-in-Chief Gonkwer expressed his dissatisfaction over the current proceedings of the Waikakun administration, stating the United Party is treading on the path that led to the CDC being booted out by Liberians in the 2023 elections. According to him, greed, arrogance, poor leadership, and corruption has engulfed officials of the government, thus neglecting the agenda on which President Joseph Waka was elected. According to him, the he would not hesitate to disassociate itself from the UP alliance if the government continues to repeat what the former ruling coalition for democratic change did in the past. Emmanuel Gonkwa made these comments at a commissioning ceremony of the economic freedom fighter of Liberia, Montserrat County's leadership over the weekend. Meanwhile, Gonkwa has disclosed that the EFFL plans to expand its party to other districts and counties in an effort to make the party visible to the people. Finance Minister Augustin Gafour has departed the country for the Africa Energy Summit organized by the World Bank Group and the African Development Bank Group in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. The summit will take place January 27 to the 28th. According to a release, Minister Gafour will be joined by Deputy Minister for Economic Management Defu Zuo as part of President Joseph Waka's delegation. During the summit, Minister Gaffar is expected to deliver a special statement addressing the current state of Liberia energy sector. The two-day event will spotlight achievements in the energy sector in selected countries and work to establish a coalition of stakeholders focused on accelerating energy infrastructure investments. It will also aim to strengthen regional power planning, markets, trade, and policy frameworks to support the Continental Master Plan and the African Single Electricity Market. The summit will bring together African heads of state, international partners, philanthropists, and private sector leaders to advance Mission 300, an ambitious initiative targeting energy access for 300 million Africans while advancing the continent's clean energy transition. This strategy combines traditional grid expansion with innovation of grid solutions to serve remote communities. The President of Liberia is calling for swift presidential intervention. The President of Liberia is calling for swift presidential intervention in the rapidly deteriorating crisis at the state-owned Liberia Broadcasting System. According to a release from the union, Both workers and the senior management team have confirmed that the Liberia broadcasting system has transformed into a toxic environment. The PUL release stated that unless President Joseph Boyka takes immediate action to intervene and address the crisis at LBS, the situation could denigrate, potentially leading to the disruption or shutdown of the station in the coming days. Following a week-long investigative and mediatory mission, the PUL concludes that the crisis at LBS is a manifestation of gross administrative ineptitude underpinned by a disregard for the basic standards guiding inclusive, transparent, and accountable management. The PUL also termed as unacceptable LBS Director General Eugene Fagon's arbitrary dismissal of the Workers' Union President, journalist Joseph Sion. The dismissal, according to PUL, not only violates the Liberian Constitution but also contravenes the labor laws of Liberia, which guarantees workers' rights against targeted repressive actions such as suspension or dismissal while advocating through their legitimate union. The PUL, however, called on Eugene Fagon to reverse the dismissal of Sion, sees the intimidation of all journalists and employees at LBS and change his aggressive leadership style or face removal from his position. Meanwhile, the PUL said all legal actions and engagement with the LBS Board of Directors and the legislature are being explored by the PUL to ensure that the dismissal of Sion is overturned and the restoration of pending workers' benefits is prioritized. An 8-year-old identified as Sia John was discovered dead behind the Kentoma Hill in Vonjama City, Lofa County. The deceased Sia John was discovered dead with bruises and cuts under her throat and deep cuts at the back. The death of little Sia has raised serious fear amongst residents in that area. It can be recalled that little Sia went missing days prior to her demise. Police in Lofa County has set up a 15-man jury to probe into the death of little Sia. The death of Sia brings to 8 the number of mysterious killings across the country in January 2025. Montserrat County District 1 representative has unveiled plans aimed at constructing 3 sub-police depots in the district to help curb the growing criminal activities in the region. Representative Ruki Barry disclosed that one of the depots will be constructed in the township of Louisiana, one in Fendia, and the last in Todi, urging local leaders to provide the land. Representative Barry unveiled the plan when she delivered her legislative report to residents of the district during the weekend. Commenting on some legislative activities, the Montserrat County District 1 representative added that through her lobbying efforts, the allotment for Benson Hospital in Bentor has been increased from 25,000 United States dollars to $150,000. She explained that efforts are underway to resolve the labor crisis between the workers and management of the Morris Rubber Farm Company just bordering Margibi County. The program was graced by local leaders from Carisburg, Todi, Bentor, and women youths and leaders from towns in the district. Custom officers of the Liberia Revenue Authority assigned at the Strategic Border Points is said to be undergoing training at the Liberia National Public or Police Academy and other advanced institutions for arms certification. LRA Commissioner General Doba Jala disclosed that the authority is working with the Liberia National Police and the Armed Forces of Liberia purposely to engage a new era of interagencies collaboration. Jala made the disclosure when he remarked at the program marking observance of the International Custom Day organized by the Revenue Authority in Congo Town during the weekend. According to him, these partnerships will enhance the capacities of custom officers to ensure Liberia's borders while maintaining a safe environment for trade. Jala explained the customs role in national security cannot be overlooked because the borders are the gateway to the nation, and the custom officers will remain vigilant in combating smuggling, illegal trade, as well as transnational crimes. The program, which was held under the theme Customs Delivery on its commitment to efficiency, security, and prosperity, was graced by a number of paramilitary organizations and senior staff of the Liberia Revenue Authority. Bapolu County Legislative Caucus has donated several assorted medical equipment to the county health team. Making the donation on behalf of the county caucus over the weekend, Senator Amara Kone said the donation is the caucus' way of buttressing government's effort in providing quality healthcare delivery to citizens of the county. The Bapolu County indicated that during his regular visit to towns and villages across the county, many citizens were disappointed over difficulties they faced during childbirth. He added that based on the dire need of the citizens of the county, the caucus decided to make quick intervention in getting the needed medical equipment to help address the existing health challenges. The medical equipment include incubators, ultrasounds, and pharmaceutical medicines that have been tested by the Liberia Medical and Health Regulatory Authority. Also speaking, Representative Luther Collins expressed his gratitude to the county health team for their services to the county. Representative Collins explained a called on all members of the county caucus to join hands in improving the lives of citizens and the county at large. The concerned sons and daughters of Nimba County have apologized to President Joseph Boakai for claims made by some of their kinsmen, accusing him of having hand in the death of the late Senator Prince Johnson. The spokesman of the group, Darius Weah, said the people of Nimba County are known to be very hospitable and friendly to strangers, especially elders. Addressing a press conference held at the compound of the late Senator Prince Johnson in Painesville during the weekend, Weah called on Liberians to focus on honoring the legacy of the fallen senator. Weah also thanked Vice President Jeremiah Coon, sympathizers, and well wishers for their contributions towards the burial of Senator Johnson. The National Public Health Institute of Liberia is currently investigating reports of jail disease outbreak in Sino County. Recently, a chickenpox outbreak hit the Greenville Central Prison, affecting 6 inmates, instilled fear in residents of that area of a potential spread to other cells housing the prison's population. In a press release issued over the weekend, Enfield acknowledged with deep concern reports of what it termed as chick or pox-like disease among inmates in a prison in Greenville, Sino County, especially due to ongoing global mpox which Enfield is responding to. The release furthered that county and district surveillance officers have been informed and are performing the required epidemiological preparedness and response investigation, including assessing of suspended inmates. More than 75 residents of Sergeant Colley Town in Swakoko District, Bon County, are said to be homeless as a result of a heavy storm in the area. Residents of Sergeant Colley Town in Bon County were taken by surprise after a heavy storm destroyed several properties and de-roofed their houses on Saturday evening. In conversation with the station, the storm victims expressed sadness over the situation, describing it as unfortunate, one which has left them in tears. According to them, the storm damaged several places in the town, including the only public school. They are, however, pleading with national government and humanitarian organizations to come to their aid, as they do not have means of getting support. Montserrado County District 16 Representative Dixon Sibu has donated 4 mini tractors to the office of the governor of the borough of Crewtown. Making the presentation, Representative Sibu said the donation of the sanitary equipment is to aid the office of the governor to enhance cleaning up activities in the borough. The District 16 lawmaker underscored the need for a green and clean district, noting that the tractors will buttress the effort of the governor's office in giving the borough a facelift. Receiving the items, the borough governor Robert T. lauded the district lawmaker for his firesightedness, stressing the importance of the 4 tractors to his office. He disclosed that on Tuesday, January 28, the government of Liberia will break grounds for construction of a bridge connecting Nuku Town to Simpor Bridge, adding that the construction of the bridge will ease the huge traffic along the Douala Road. Those were the latest from the news center. We're taking a short break to be right back. In case you've just joined us, as a reminder that you're listening to the 6 a.m. edition of Kear News. My name is Jefferson. We are anchoring this January 27, 2025 edition. One of the big stories we're following this morning: overcrowdedness at Greenville Central Prison leads to chickenpox outbreak as prison authorities advance call to urgently address the health crisis. Straight into the news now. Barbaro County Legislative Caucus has donated several assorted medical equipment to the county health team. Making the donation on behalf of the county caucus over the weekend, Senator Amara Kone said the donation is the caucus's way of buttressing government's effort in providing quality healthcare delivery to citizens of the county.
A year ago, we elected us. We are new. Of the 5 caucus members, we are new, except for Senator Bukutane, our chairman. So we came to say thank you for sending us to Capitol Hill, which will have come a long time. And I'm speaking on behalf of my colleagues, the new senators of our caucus chair. I may have had the connection to ask for this, but this is from all of us to the county. It's the beginning of a yearly event so that our county, everybody, all the healthcare centers can get it. Our focus is on maternal care. When I went to Bangay, when I went to Jongulala, when I went to Bokomo and other places, all the women were complaining about childbirth, how difficult it was. I know this did not solve all the problems, but we were able to get equipment to help the health team address some of that challenge and those challenges. Without incubators, without our ultrasound, to check the pregnancy, the health of the baby, that will explain some of the incubator is to help to save premature babies who they don't die. We also brought some sample medication, which I have presented to the health team last night. I wish it was here for everybody to see. These medicines are American pharmaceutical medicines. They are all within expiration date. I know our opponents will spread the news that expire this, expire that. We will not harm our people by doing expire products. So the medicines we brought, and I really hope we can see it before we go. Maybe we can bring it to the town hall meeting. The Benclair Cardiovascular Medicine and Medical Equipment Regulatory Commission. I was here yesterday. Load them in.
Senator Kone at the same time disclosed that the medical equipment also cover people living with disabilities in the county.
daily. It's also a lot of team medication for farmers, for miners, for injuries. We have medication to address heart issues and so many other medications. I'm not a doctor, but I brought those samples so that I will help him with a group of them. Then the big consignment will come. We will do another event again. With medicine. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to work together and represent you. You will not see us every day. Another tradition is for us to come around to thank. But how do you thank people in empty? How do you thank them? Something concrete to show their appreciation. This is our way of showing to you that you sent us to work for you in Capitol Hill, but we can also work for you across the ocean. So, Mr. Chair, Mr. Vice Chair, this is the equipment for the county. I'm not going to say how to use it. We have a structure in place. We have the Nine Council. We have the administration.
Bapolo County Senator Amara Cornell also speaking. Representative Luther Collins expressed his gratitude to the county health team for their services to the county.
That is a thank you for the 5 second list. I also want to tell our medical team thank you for the constant support to this county, our citizens, and even ourselves. I remember one point in time I was out in the country when I took a tour in the Bugaga. I felt so discouraged what is happening when I saw patients with some kind of disease. But however, Dr. George, the former just placed a call to him, he immediately sent his team there. And because of that, I think they also create potential of those that are responsible for seniors to be around and they are in our country. So this is all about leadership, as the senator rightly said. We just want to continue to conscious you guys to be, or you people, our citizens, to be a little bit patient because this thing it have to derive from planning. See, you plan and then you act. But one thing I see our people strongly involved in is when they elect a leader, they just think that the leader should start to implement. And this is
Representative Luther Collins there speaking. The commander-in-chief of the Economic Freedom Fighter for Liberia, Emmanuel Gonkwa, has warned the Unity Party-led government to redirect the course of the country or risk losing the political friendship with the EFFL. EFFL Commander-in-Chief Gonkwa expressed his dissatisfaction over the current proceedings of the Wakai Kong's administration, stating that the Unity Party is treading on the path that led to the CDC being booted out by Liberians in the 2023 elections.
We cannot fold our hands on the state is Christ. Today, we find ourselves in physical position that led us to fall in an alliance with the Unity Party to remove Georgia from power. The proceedings of the current administration is getting public. The signal they are showing to us is getting public. This is not the signal we wanted. This is not the signal we wanted. This is not the government we wanted. This is not the environment we wanted. An environment involves an arrogant group of people in the administration of the state. An environment where government officials take on power and neglect and responsibility to the people. An environment where corruption is appearing to be a new normal. We have to nip it in the bud. We have to stop because we cannot associate with any regime that will rock the people of Nigeria. No, not possible. We can never. So if the current administration wants to embrace us, if the current administration wants to maintain the friendship, at least for some moment, it needs to begin to reestablish the enemy to work for government. Other than that, I said, we cannot be the government that we made our sweat.
Emmanuel Gonkwe at the same time disclosed that EFFL plans to expand its party to other districts and counties in an effort to make the party visible to the people.
So that happened. Let us also have dissolved See, so they had to history where we are commissioning motorized. And let me declare there is no personal leadership in the government because we want to send a clear message. The message you see today are the leaders of motorized without any personal leadership presented. The day we call our personal leaders in motorized to have them commission at the airport, this virus will be totally red. This virus will be totally red. So this is just our personal leadership. Because there are some reactionary who thought that by forming an alliance with the rescue mission, the Kear has been installed. And our existing people say no. We have a strategy of communicating our ideas. So we thought, look, we will not invite the 17 districts to leadership. We will do it one at a time. So today we commission. The next commissioning ceremony will be the testing, whereby all the 17 districts will convert everybody, and we'll have a commission.
Emmanuel Gonkwe is the commander-in-chief of the Economic Freedom Fighter. More than 75 residents of Sergeant Colley Town in Swakoko District, Bong County, are said to be homeless as a result of a heavy storm in the area. Residents of Sergeant Colley Town in Bong County were taken by surprise after a heavy storm destroyed several properties and derailed their houses on Saturday evening. In conversation with the station, the storm victims expressed sadness over the situation, describing it as an unfortunate one which has left them in tears.
Around the yesterday, when the storm was passing, I heard crying all over my town. I couldn't go and escalate all my people were crying. I had to go there. I see people, the whole house is blue and the property damaged. So I was crying, but other people, the two cases were there, the flashing system were there. Right now we are here, escalate, it's outside down, everybody crying with the outside. So we are asking the government to please come in, or I mean, people in, for all of it, because it's not easy. And we ask your NGO to please help us. Because right now, it's not easy, everybody popular down, it's not easy, that's single place. We're thinking that where they will sleep. And besides that, that we the houses that broke down is more like 80 houses, you know, we still going around, checking around, you know, really checking. But when we check one, and then addition will let you put the road. And also, we have the fundraising by escalating. But now the situation, the whole area damaged. Well, we thank God that somebody I know here that somebody got hurt or somebody died. Somebody damaged and everybody also down. But by help of God, a lot of people there, their own age are full of the area, some of the area that in the country, nobody working. You know, easy people like go and call down, or just what kind of food to eat. Right now, no food. Everything has been damaged. So I mean, the government and the NGO and all of the government, I was saying, please help us. Actually, the thing that took place were not expecting it, but it happened. More people lost their home. Okay. Needed something to me in the morning to help them with sleeping place and myself, my own damage. So I talked to them to go and then they can go there.
Voices of victims of a storm that derailed properties in Swakoko, Bong County. In case you've just joined us, it's a reminder that you're listening to Kear Newsline. My name is Jefferson Weah, anchoring this Monday, January 27, 2025, 6 a.m. edition. Top stories we're following this morning. President Joseph Weah to deliver his second State of the Nation address at 4 p.m. The Liberian leader is expected to highlight the state of the economy, legislative agenda, amongst others, for the ensuing year. Overcrowdedness at Greenville Central Prison leads to chickenpox outbreak as prison authorities advance call to urgently address the health crisis. Economic freedom fighters of Liberia threatens political breakup with ruling Unity Party failure to address critical national issues. Commander-in-Chief Emmanuel Gonkwe accuses the White House administration of poor leadership and rampant corruption. Away from Liberia, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called on Rwanda to withdraw its forces from the Democratic Republic of Congo's territory and on the M23 rebel group to stop its advance on the eastern city of Goma amid intense fighting. We're taking another break. When we return, we'll bring you more developments. Please keep tuned. Welcome back and thanks for being there. An 8-year-old identified as Sia Jong was discovered dead behind the Kentoma Hill in Vonjama City, Lofa County. The deceased Sia Jong was discovered dead with bruises and cuts under her throat and deep cuts at the back. The death of little Sia has raised serious fear amongst residents in that area. Meanwhile, police in Lofa County has set up a 50-man jury for or to probe the death of little Sia. The National Students Command of Liberia, NASCO, is calling for a critical review of the West African Examination Council role in the country's educational sector. Addressing a news conference in Monrovia over the weekend, the president of the National Students Command of Liberia, Jesse Winder, said WAC lacks competence and consistency in validating students' performance. Winder also criticized the West African Examination Council of Liberia hiring practices, noting that they employ contract workers without fixed wages, compensating them based on their grading speed.
Call for a critique of wide or wild domination in the national educational sector of Liberia, based upon a close level observation of their incompetence and inefficiency to prove or validate why our nation should give them such irrelevance and credibility to determine the level of all student state of our secondary education. From time to time, the student populace of Liberia have been deceived and cajoled by the spring up of the charlatan organization. The governor of Liberia, through the Ministry of Education, has passed the qualification of a high school diploma to the threshold set up by the spring up of the debacle and fiasco without taking into consideration the consistent and persistent inaccuracy of results on why the full evaluation and monitoring system, coupled with the reckless policy for the correction of the student test papers among many factors that disclose the inability of why to be the only conduit through which our students can be utilized for the verification of high school diploma. Tell you what to be exactly the result. Tell you the why paper correction policy is sufficient to determine why their results are normally and always completed. They hire people based on contract without a specific wage of compensation, but their wages are based upon the amount of test papers a person can correct at his or working speed.
Jesse Winder is the president of the National Students Command of Liberia. Customs officers of the Liberia Revenue Authority assigned at the strategic border points is said to be undergoing training at the Liberia National Police Academy and other advanced institutions for arms certification. LRA Commissioner General Doba Jala disclosed that the authority is working with the Liberia National Police and the Armed Forces of Liberia purposely to engender a new era of inter-agencies collaboration.
Customs role in national security cannot be overstated. Our borders are the gateways to the nation, and we remain vigilant in combating smuggling, illegal trade, and transnational crimes. Through initiatives such as the Customs Security Program, custom officers are receiving advanced training, including at the National Police Training Academy. Plans are also underway, as was earlier mentioned, for arms certification for our officers, as you heard before. Collaboratively, we work with the Liberian National Police and the Armed Forces of Liberia to engender a new era of interagency collaboration.
These partnerships enhance our capacity to secure Liberian borders while maintaining a safe environment for legitimate trade. Revenue mobilization is at the heart of Liberia's development agenda, and customs plays a pivotal role in this process. Last year, the Customs Department exceeded its revenue target by 8%. This is a very significant number, which is a testament to the dedication and resilience of our team amid significant challenges.
The voice of LRA Commissioner General Double Jala, Montserrat County District 1 representative, has unveiled plans aimed at constructing three sub-police depots in the district to help curb the growing criminal activities in the region. Representative Ruki Bari disclosed that one of the depots will be constructed in the township of Louisiana, one in Fendel and the last in Tudi, urging local leaders to provide the land.
We decided to come to you with our district report. I think I have captured about 90% of our activities at the capital building and within the district. One of the first things that we did was to visit the basic jail hospital. Basic jail hospital had their 25,000. We love it, so at the end of the day, this is 150,000 was the one that was given to the 10% cassava flour to wheat flour. There is a need for us to promote the agricultural sector through the Ministry of Agriculture. And so, CADA, which is Comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Plan, is the overall plan that we as parliamentarians are trying to see how we can ensure that this CADA plan is implemented. The women in Bola, we decided to construct a mini market store for them to put their fruits and things there. There was a meeting with stakeholders at the University of Nigeria that I was a part of. We raised the issue that I have written the chairman of the board for the university at the Capitol building, requesting the university to give us 10 acres of land so that we can be able to construct a high school in Kenya. Network is a problem. We met with Orange, asking them to plan one of their projects. We have $37,000 in the budget. Motorbike situations, people robbing people also be in Louisiana. One of the stations will be in Kenya, and one of the stations will be in Tony. The people will have to identify the area and they will have to provide the land. Our personal
Ruki Bari is Montserrat County District 1 representative. In more legislative news, Montserrat County District 16 representative Dixon Sibu has donated 4 mini tractors to the office of the governor of the borough of Crewtown. Making the presentation, Representative Sibu said the donation of the sanitary equipment is to aid the office of the governor to enhance cleaning up activities in the borough.
Been liaising with LIS to do some project. How be it? Because LIS have not been able to raise the necessary resources for each project we want to do, which was the extension of the the money that are available, we have nothing with LIS to ensure that because we have such a huge project now, let's ensure that the office of the governor receives some factors through our office to ensure that we enhance the work of the office of the governor in ensuring that we clean our environment. And so today we are thankful that through the contractors through this, we're able to pursue these two body lifted also, the fact that we lifted tractors that we aid the office of the governor when ensuring that our community, the governor is on behalf of office, in collaboration with me. I want to thank you for tackling the process of cleaning the environment. This is yet a way to enhance our process. We are thankful to the people for listening to us, working along their contractor.
District 16 Representative Dixon Sibo receiving the items, the borough governor, Robert Kear, lauded the District 16 lawmaker for his farsightedness, stressing the importance of the full tractors to his office.
No, with no other demonstration last year, and this has been one of the challenges in Liberia, that was Lubricant, and this has been one of the federal of the red agenda. So even without doing anything for the next 6 years, we started to make sure that the Constitution problem is going to be addressed. And when we got up there, we were able to partnership with Morales of the FCC, and they gave us one of the first as a we could manage for the past 2 months. When we know that our workers, our team have been working on money to another plan for another to focus in that money. So the fact once that plan to give it to us, and now our code with the students, we still need to work and have a breakdown. But with the coming of this class, I will report something. I think the shoes that we not find it, there is to follow two times. We need to receive the one thing. When people vote, their vote should be realized and be supported. And that's what we're seeing today. If we don't vote for the people, or the president, or the people of Liberia, and I believe that they get it started or the beginning. On Tuesday, we'll be there tomorrow. We'll not be waiting the grand director will release the government of Liberia from local town to the public belt.
Robert Kear is the governor of the borough of Town. The Liberia Telecommunications Authority has honored and awarded certificates to employees who have diligently served the institution for 10 and 15 years, respectively. At an elaborate program held at the local event center in Tinker's Village, acting chairman Abdullah Kamara expressed gratitude to the honorees, encouraging them to continue working in the best interest of the country.
Interestingly, some people have known for the time to years, so this 10 years, but 10 years, very exciting. Yeah. So another thing I want to keep shopping, I'm proud to be the one to have for this award for dedication and service. So that year, I need to be proud of it for people to be working in an institution for how long. I mean, is that award?
LTA acting chairman Abdullah Kamara. In foreign news now, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called on Rwanda to withdraw its forces from the Democratic Republic of Congo's territory and on the M23 rebel group to stop its advance from the eastern city of Goma amid intense fighting. At a UN Secretary Council emergency meeting on Sunday, Congo's foreign minister accused Rwanda of declaring war by sending its troops over the border to help the rebel groups. So that foreign development, that's how we come to the near end of today's edition of Care News 9. Many thanks to you for listening. Many thanks to our reporters, editors, contacts who helped in making this edition a success. James Walker, Sarah Control, and Apley handled the technical aspect. Before we leave, a relook of our major stories. President Joseph Weah to deliver his second State of the Nation address at 4 p.m. The Liberian leader is expected to highlight the state of the economic, legislative agenda, amongst others, for the ensuing year. Overcrowdedness at Greenville Central Prison leads to chickenpox outbreak as prison authorities advance call to urgently address the health crisis. As you earlier heard in the news, economic freedom fighters of Liberia threatens political breakup with ruling Unity Party failure to address critical national issues. Commander-in-Chief Emmanuel Gonkwe accuses the White House administration of poor leadership and rampant corruption. Away from Liberia, UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has called on Rwanda to withdraw its forces from the Democratic Republic of Congo, its territory, and on the M23 rebel group to stop its advance on the eastern city of Goma amid intense fighting. My name is Jefferson Weah. I presented. Good morning.